Hello everyone. Let's now proceed to set difference, which is still under relational algebra. This is Ali Chavez from group 4. So what is set difference? Set difference is one of the three set operations in SQL standard. The other two is union and intersection. It is the difference between union compatible relations. Let's call it R and S, which will be denoted as R minus S, which is the set of tuples in R but not in S. It used to return all rows in the first dataset that are not returned by the second dataset. That is, it will retrieve all records from the first dataset and then remove from the results all the records from the second dataset. Set difference is designated as minus operator in Oracle or except operator in Microsoft SQL Server, etc. I will explain this minus and except operator later on. So let's see a diagram. For example, I have table R and I need to compare it to the second table, which is table S. And let's see what will be the set difference, which is R minus S. It compares result of two queries and returns distinct rows from the first query that aren't output by the second query. That is, it will return the record in the red-orange shaded area. And these are the records that exist in table R and not in table S. And make sure that each statement within the minus query must have same number of fields in the result set with similar data sets. So if this is a number, this should be a number. If this is a varchar, it should be a varchar. And also, R minus S is not equivalent to S minus R. And I will explain it again later on. So let's have one example. So I have an employee in the production, and these are the employees under the production. And I have an employee in logistics. We did below employee also. And I want the employee special team to be detected, which is employee production minus employee logistics. So from our production, employee Benjamin is not on logistic, so Benjamin is okay. Teresa, you can cross out because she is in logistic. Mariorica is also in the logistic, so we can cross it out. So who will remain in special team employee? And it will be only Benjamin. Michelle and June will be crossed out also because as definition of set difference, it will only return the values in dataset R or in production, and it will cancel out all the dataset in S or employee logistic. That's why only Benjamin will come out as employee in special team. So let's try this SAQ 9-2. Given the junior relation and the honor, what is honor minus junior? Here are the table for junior, and here are the table for honor. And we want honor minus junior. So since it is honor minus junior, then we'll start with honor. 105, which is Andres, is not available in junior, so we'll just leave it. However, Jones is there, so we can cross it out. So the honor minus junior will be only Andres. And these two names, Park and Smith, will be disregarded also. But if it is junior minus honor, then it means it will only be Park and Smith on the junior minus honor. Here are the SQL databases and the operator used for set difference. So as I said earlier, Oracle SQL database minus is used for set difference, while for Microsoft SQL Server, PostgreSQL and SQLite use except operator for set difference. However, in MySQL, minus and except are not used, and the nearest operator for set difference is the left join. I will discuss this also later on. So now, minus compares result of two queries and returns distinct rows from the first query that aren't output by the second query. And this is the syntax of the minus operator. Select column list 1 from table 1 minus select column list 2 from table 2. The basic rules are the number of the number and order of columns in both columns must be the same, and the data types of the corresponding columns in both queries must be compatible. So I will show you now the minus operator in Oracle. So let's find the table for EMP production, which I made earlier. As you can see, there are 3 employees under the EMP production, and then I'll show you the employee in logistics. Which have 4 employees. So to select the special team, which is employee production minus employee logistic, we will use the syntax that we discussed earlier. Select EMP ID, EMP name, and EMP address from EMP production minus select EMP ID, EMP name, EMP address from EMP logistics, and let's see what will be the result. So the result will be the same that we discussed earlier, that it's only Benjamin will be left using minus EMP production minus EMP logistics. So I will show you now that as I said earlier, R minus S is not equivalent to S minus R. So let's swap this one. We will show EMP logistics minus EMP production, and let's see what will be the result. Better to copy it and just swap. I'll just swap this one to logistics, and this will become production, and let's see what will be the result, and click run. So as you can see now, the employees are Michelle and June, which is in logistics but not in production. For except returns distinct rows from the left input query that aren't output by the right input query. And the syntax is almost similar to minus. We just need to change the minus to except. And the basic rule is also much the same. That the number and order of columns must be the same. And the data type must be compatible also. While for left join in and MySQL, it returns all rows in the left table, including rows that satisfy join predicate and rows do not. For the rows that do not match the join predicate, nulls appear in the columns of the right table in the result set. And here is a syntax for using left join, which is equivalent to set difference. Select ID from table 1, then the left join, table 2 using the given ID, where table2.id is null. Okay, I will show you now the left join in my SQL to show the set difference. So I have two tables, the honor and the junior, and we need same as the SAQ 99-2, we need to find the honor minus junior. So let me show you what's in table honor. So Andres and Jones are under the honor, while in junior there are three names. So using our syntax given earlier, so let's select ID, name, major from honor, left join, uh, junior using ID, name, major, where junior ID is null. So now you can see that honor minus junior will result as Andres with ID 105 major zoology. And we just add this where junior is null, so the null value will be removed. So let's try to check the minus operator if it will work in MySQL. Select ID, name, major from honor minus select ID, name, major from junior. As you can see, there is an error in line number 4. And here are my references for this presentation. Thank you very much for watching.